As a doctor, I'm qualified to say America has a fever.
A sports fever. From the World Cup taking over the U.S. coast to coast, to the New York Knicks ending a 53-year championship drought. This summer, sports fans feeling the highs and lows.
I'm just sad.
But what's going on under the surface?
So much is happening in the brains and the bodies of fans and people when they're watching sports. So you get the release of hormones like the stress hormone cortisol, like testosterone, and you get bodily changes like increases in heart rate, increases in stress levels.
Researchers looking into how the body reacts to watching sports have found significant markers of higher stress levels, almost like the fans are actually on the field.
The stress levels and heart rates of the fans really mimic what is actually going on the pitch.
Professor Christian Deutschler tracked soccer fans' vitals for 3 months while their team was in the German Cup final. He found that the heart rates of the fans spiked when they scored a goal, and overall, people's pulses jumped an average of 41% while watching the final.
You can actually visually identify 3 days of being different to all other days, and these were days where the team was actually playing.
And it's not just soccer. A study in the U.S. found blood pressure and heart rates in football fans rose during games in the 2009 NFL playoffs. And those impacts could have a dark side. One report found deaths in Los Angeles actually increased significantly after the Rams lost the 1980 Super Bowl and decreased 4 years later when the Raiders won it.
This is still extremely rare. It's not an overwhelming risk that I think people should be cautious about.
We went to a sports bar to watch the Yankees take on the St. Louis Cardinals to see if fans had noticed any of those physiologic symptoms.
Talk to me about that thrill you experience. What does it feel like?
Yeah, you're always pins and needles. You're on the edge of your seat the entire time.
What does your body feel like when you watch sports?
Very stressed out. Your heart is racing all the time.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just feel so much a part of it.
In the playoffs,
There's no break. It's just a long, drawn-out stress test.
And by the way, regularly combining these heightened stress levels with greasy food like this might be something you want to think about.
Bowl games are back, bigger and better than ever.
Sports, of course, throughout history, helping channel some of our aggressive instincts to fight into healthy competition, from the ancient Greek Olympics to the national pride that comes with the World Cup today. And while the health benefits of exercise have been known just as long, scientists say just watching sports may even have some positive effects.
Humans are such social creatures. We love being around other people, and particularly people who share in our interests and our goals, and we can find meaning together.
Some research shows that people who attend live sporting events record higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of loneliness. Another found that across Europe, national team wins in the 2024 Euro Cup soccer tournament were associated with a 27% increase in sexual activity, meaning even with some minor risks, the benefits of a big win could continue long after the final whistle.
Dr. Buzzkill is joining us now. For God's sakes, can't eat bar food, can't watch sports. What are we supposed to do?
You know, it's funny. You just call me when my friends call me all the time in the group chats. No, this is look, for most people who are out there wondering, is it okay for me to watch sports? By all means, please watch sports. I watch sports. Get into it. It's part of what makes it fun, right? If you're not really invested in it, sometimes it's just not as fun. People who might want to be a little bit more cautious, Yasmin, right? People with cardiovascular disease, people with high blood pressure, anyone with sort of pre-existing heart disease, you know, where that adrenaline spike, that sort of fight or flight that takes in, your body gets into it, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure, you know, things that we love, those people need to be more careful.
Yeah, just don't order nachos, mozzarella sticks, and beer all at the same time. Dr. Syal, thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.